They're here, Jason. Find them.
Talking again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been a long week, so I'm not surprised I'm muted. It's been a very muted week for me, but now I get to speak. I get to speak my mind to all you guys, and everyone's here. OG and M is in the house. M's talking about his trip to Home Depot today, and that people weren't in the best of moods. And while I was on mute, I was asking if everyone was just in like the rushy kind of anxious mood that we've all been in for a couple weeks, because it's starting to seem like one long Monday. One long Monday. But it's Friday and we're here. And I'm off mute. And I'm Sackhead. We're going to practice a little bit before we get into the game, because I didn't have time to warm up, and these are my warm-up games. Sackhead is such weakness, it's not even funny. And I think I heard somebody pouring gas, but that could have just been the wind. But yeah, it's been a funny week, and I can understand the feeling going to stores and stuff like that. Whenever I go, it's like observing the social distancing and stuff like that. It's been a bit of an adjustment, but we're here. And we'll try to enjoy the night, relax, and talk about our usual nonsense, which is always good stuff. I was on Cub Stream earlier. OG was there. Had some fun on Cub Stream talking about the last episode of Picard. The finale of the season. I saw her hiding underneath the bed. Em said it seems like everyone in the store was pissed off at everyone else in the store for having the temerity to go out in public. Starting to get to that point, unfortunately. I thought I saw her go underneath the bed. I swear I saw her go underneath her. Because I just heard her crying as well, so she's in here. Maybe she went in here. There she is. Take that, AJ.
That's my Jason. That's my special, special boy.
Em says... Oh, and by the way, I noticed that even though there's far less drivers on the road, everyone's is driving worse, really, because people are paying less attention. What the heck? Well, I did a terrible job of laying that down. Well, I made her step into the bear trap. At least that's something. Inti, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming in. We're already off to a good start. I'm just doing a bot matchup for the minute. Oh, I hate when they crack the bear trap that's like right in front of the thing. Alright, where is she? That's it. Come back. Nope, that's Fox. Body slam or gorilla press or German press? I don't remember. They used to call that. There's a wrestling vernacular for it. Come here, Victoria.
Them down
Since I feel like I'm not missing out anything by giving these new Star Trek shows a hard pass. Their CBS All Access is free right now. I'm not sure for how long, Em. I think it's for a couple weeks, if not a month. So if you want to check it out, it is there. NT says, stuck here for another 2 weeks. Oh yes, the lockdown. Well, we're here for you on Friday night. NT, we're here, so we can all get together. Hang out here. Watch me play. Friday the 13th to varying degrees of performance. Nope, I thought she was still in there. Must have ran somewhere else, or might have enough stealth on that I can't see her. Nope. There goes Jenny. OG said he took the free month, that's it, a month, for CBS so he can see Picard for the right price. Really? Really? That's I would never sign up for that. I'm lucky enough for here in Canada that I have basic cable, and with cable you get 10 channels that are considered premium, and the channel that it airs on here in Canada, what used to be called Space, is now called the Sci-Fi Network, or some terrible, again, Canadian ripoff of Sci-Fi. Oops. Come here, Chad. Where are you going? Ah, damn it.
They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
Somebody approve Inti's message there. That's why he says we're on lockdown in California too. Yep. I mentioned that earlier in the week. We're not quite there yet. We're like on half lockdown. Like it sounded like we were going to it, and then who got killed? That was Mitch. That wasn't even the two.
My Jason.
Mitch got killed.
My special force.
OG says he hasn't been able to force myself to watch it yet. You're not missing anything, like M says. Cub is bang on in his reviews of it, in our opinion of it. And he says, Picard wanders like an imbecile. I just saved you 10 hours. Oh, yes, Brent! Brent says, no one was chanting, so I turned up anyway. Wake up, Brent. It worked. It worked. Welcome, Brent. Thanks for coming in.
Holy shit, is that a dead body?
Brent was there earlier when I was on Cub's channel.
Jason, my boy.
Brent is awake.
You know what your gift is. No matter what they
And he says we're 2 weeks in. A couple days ago, they announced another 13 days.
You can never die.
Oh. There goes Chad into the house. But, oh, there goes Chad out of the house. Two shift is so slow. Another flare gun?
Get up, Jason. Find them. Kill them.
Brent, as OG says. Come back here, Chad. And Brent says, Greg.
Is anyone there? This is not
Oh, get out of here.
Help. This is killing us.
Calling Tommy.
Help. Help. Please, someone.
OG says we usually chant after kills, and Frank and the Wiener Dog clan are here. He says, here's Johnny. Come here, Chad. What shall I do with you? We're in a cabin, so we can't do much. Oh. Well, we didn't see that kill. What happened there? Blocked by the curtain.
That's my special.
It's curtains for you, Chad. Literally. All right. Red rum. Red rum. Red rum. It's funny, was it when I was a kid, I knew of The Shining, but I never saw it. And my first interaction with The Shining was through UHF, the reference to it there. And the many other movie references that I knew at the time, and I would later learn that they were referencing in that movie. That's a great movie, by the way. To talk about our retro fixes here. Weird Al's UHF. And Mr. Matthews says, I think it's going to be a 2-beer night. And OG says, bark, bark, Adam. And he says, did you download the Predator Hunting Grounds demo? What? I don't think the demo's available here in Canada. I looked on Steam, and I got to check that out. I looked on PlayStation for pre-order, and they wanted $70 for the basic model and like $100 for the loaded model. So I'm holding off until it shows up on Steam, but I did not see it on Steam Canada. I will look after we're done tomorrow, because if I can find it, then I'll stream it on Sunday. Thank you, Inti, for the heads up. I've been waiting for it, for sure. I watched the trailer. It looked really good. M says, maybe I'll try our crazy snack later. Oh, yeah, man. I gotta do that, but I gotta get the chocolate. They make those chocolate dipped chips. I don't know if that's the thing anymore here in Canada. I know it was here for a limited time, like the chocolate dipped Lay's. So I could always do that. Put those chips on the sandwich and then dip the sandwich in chocolate chips. You'll have to fill the rest of the guys in on what we're talking about. The details of our crazy snack idea. Brent says he doesn't have any beer, but coffee sounds good. I had a coffee not too long ago. Oh, yes, yes. The shinning. Inti says the shinning. Groundkeepers of Willie's. But don't be calling it through I can't remember the time. That's the Willie's time. 6 and 7, I think. Oh, Tommy is doing the same thing Chad did. M says he posted a pic on the Discord preemptively. Mr. Matthews says he might actually skip out on the chocolate dip. I think that's the thing that would hold it together. I'll have to try that tomorrow. I was talking to some people that work with me, and we were talking about the weekend and ideas for the weekend. And some people were talking about like making food, different types of food, sushi. But that's actually not a bad idea, because I'd forgotten about that. It didn't come to my mind at the time, so.
They deserve to die, Jason.
Come here, Tommy.
Make them suffer.
Still running over there. Still running over there. That was it. Bollocks was making jokes. And so I made some remark about him needing to settle down and come have a chocolate dipped peanut butter and potato chip sandwich. That's it. That's it. See, if I was going to make it properly Canadian, I'd have to make it an all-dressed potato chip sandwich. And I don't think all-dressed would go well with peanut butter. I got a pretty wide open palate when it comes to food, but that might be a little too much even for me. It's the match of the body slam! Press slam. Down.
That's my boy. Hunt them down and make them pay.
Our only 8 of the 8. We started off at a perfect 8 for 8 because I was playing the bots. All about the bots.
Your job is through. Return
All right.
to Mama.
Let's get into an actual game. Oh, and we leveled up. But no, I didn't make anything for dinner for food tonight. I just stopped on the way home. Fridays I usually just get like pre-made hot food, even though right now there's a bit of like astigmatism to it. There's a place I like to go, just a local grocery store. They have a pretty decent hot food section. Got like a big sandwich wrap, chicken fingers in the wrap with some like ranch dressing and some cheese and lettuce, and a big box of sweet potato fries. Oh yeah. M says, what's all dressed? Well, there I know what I'm going to send you in the food package. All dressed chips. It's every flavor pretty much. It's not every flavor, but it's a lot of the flavors you'd find on a potato chip on the same chip. So there you go. I've been searching in my mind for Canadian ideas of things to send you, and that is because we talked about that before on the stream, like the food thing. There we go. Got it. Ruffles, all dressed. Dressed all over and zesty mordaunt. I'll send you some of that too. Even though you probably have the zesty Doritos, but that's just Ricky for the Trailer Park Boys in the house. Trailer Park Boy fans in the house. And the jalapeno. Gotta have some jalapeno chips. Oh, come on. Kaneki Gamer, let's get into this. Let's get into this. Oh, wait a minute, we're Chad. I don't want to be Chad. Mega Jetty's not even here yet. There we go. Now we're ready. Inti says real maple syrup is the most Canadian thing I can think of. Real maple syrup is pretty Canadian, but I think that's pretty common. I was trying to think of something that you guys might not be familiar with. And there really isn't too much of what we eat. Maybe like tourtière, like like Quebecois, their type of food that they eat. More of what they would consider like a part of their cuisine. Traditional, that's what I'm trying to say. Traditional home style. It goes like right along with poutine. The tourtière is like a meat pie, that's all it is. And it's not like a normal meat pie where you'd have other things in the pie. It's just meat, that's all it is. It's usually pretty thin, but the pastry is damn good, that's for sure. Inti says, I remember a news story about a heist of real maple syrup. You'd think it wasn't that valuable. Turns out it was in the millions. I think I do remember that, because there are a lot of Canadian memes about it.
I can't believe he killed them!
Em says he doesn't actually like real syrup, but that Stacy does. I'm there with you, man. I prefer like the table syrup, the fake stuff, and the off-brand. Not Aunt Jemima. Like, give me like the no-name table syrup. It's basically like corn syrup with sugar. With extra sugar. I think that's what it is. I think it's a mixture of maple syrup and corn syrup. Oh.
Is anyone there? This is
As
not
I put my hands in the radio.
We need your help. Jason is killing us. We need your help. Please, someone.
Well, there's Tommy called. Let's see what else we can do with this evening. Whoops. Nothing going on there. On to the next cabin. Oh, look, it's the same map. And there's the phone box. I think it was Roy. I wasn't really paying attention when we loaded in, but I think Roy is Jason. There you go, Inti put it in the chat. The Great Canadian Maple Syrup Heist is an informal name for a months-long theft between 2011 and 2012. That would put it around the right time of what I remember it. Of nearly 3,000 tons of maple syrup valued at 18.7 million from a storage facility in Quebec, of course. Probably our highest manufacturer of maple syrup comes from the province of Quebec. Adjusted for inflation 2018, that's the highest, was the most valuable in Canadian history. Never mind jewelry, never mind money, never mind gold. There's gold in them there maple syrup factories, apparently. Nerd! Nerd is here! Says effing YouTube, no notification again. Sorry, Nerd. I should have put it in Jezzer's Discord as well. I just put it up in mine. Glad to see you're here, though. We just started up. We've only been going for about 20 minutes. Whoops. Picked up a wrench by accident. What's up yourself, bro? And OG says, where was Pete at that time? I'm a suspect in the maple syrup heist, apparently. And Brent says, no one noticed 3,000 tons of maple syrup going missing. Well, if they stole it at a gallon at a time, like a liter at a time, you know, siphoning maple syrup slowly off the top, cutting a little off the deck, skimming a bit off the top, I think that would work.
What's up?
Go away, Vanessa. 2 Vanessas. Adam says, damn it. To Nerd. About not getting the notification. Em says he didn't get the notification either. Of course you guys didn't. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. But I'm glad you guys are in here and you can make it. Didn't even show up my subscriber feed. Thanks, YouTube. Probably because I didn't put another video up. They're penalizing me for not making a bits and pieces. You didn't contribute content. We're not promoting your feed. I just said Em, and of course our hive mind going again. I think I pissed them off because I didn't put a bits and pieces up. Adam's the same, and the bloody bell is set to all. Well, like I said, I'm glad you guys came in and you knew that I was on. Maybe you guys are talking about it in the Discord on Juzzer's channel. But I'm glad you're here, and the evening is a-going. OG, I set an alarm for Friday at 7:30 every week. Nice, OG. Brent says it didn't show on my sub feed, but I got the notification. I think also because I was on Cubs channel, maybe that's why it knew. Because I was bad-mouthing Picard. We were having words. That's how you would say it. In a more professional tone. We were having frank words about Picard. Cub and I were. Frank and choice words. Oh, Inty's got more information. He says, Steve's used trucks to transport barrels to a remote sugar shack. Sugar shack. Where they siphoned off the old maple syrup, refilled the barrels with water, and then returned them to the facility. That is a complex operation. That's without a doubt a complex operation. Oh. We might have Monza time here if I can make that run. Adam says it censored me for being on Cubs. That could be a thing, man. That could definitely be a thing. OG says the honeycomb hideout. Nope. I think those damn Vanessas are going for my key. Yeah, and they're Vanessas, so they're going to beat me there. And Nerd Adam says, the Germans' fault. It's always the Germans. Again with the Germans, guys. Yes, it's the Germans. It's okay, Mr. Anderson. The evil Germans won't hurt you anymore. I think somebody's over there with the key, so I'm gonna go repair it. Try to get out of here. Because the car moved before. Oops.
Thank God it actually fit.
Yes, Vanessa. Do it. Let's go. Monza time.
Okay.
Go, go, go!
Time to get out of here.
Roll out, Vanessa. Roll out. M says, LOL. Honeycomb, hideout. That's a deep cut reference for sure. Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. Inti says Aunt Jemima was the mastermind behind the crime. People have been making so much money off my name for so long. I'll show them. I'll fix their little wagon. What are you doing? That's some terrible driving. And I don't have a weapon.
It started.
Get in the car, Tommy. Brent says it's not the land they want, it's their fun. Monza time on the off-road. Off-road Monzas. Oh, we're stuck. Stupid drifters! Drifters got us stuck! Good thing I had a pocket knife. I think you're stuck. You've grounded it. Damn drifters. I hate people who do that. This isn't friggin' the Fast and the Furious. Get the car killed every time now. Everybody just watches YouTube videos and doesn't know it's all glitched now. It's broken. Okay, I'm done. End rant. Hashtag end rant. Adam's here made an Irish coffee. OG said I'm going to join Brent in a coffee. And Mr. Matthew says, guys, would you say that those syrup thieves had sticky fingers? Well, if they did, it would really be a bitch. Let's just put it that way. It would be a bitch to have that brown sugar. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Brent says, sticky fingers. That's a good one. Adam says, making an Irish coffee. Inti says, the real sticky bandits. Yes, the wet bandits and the sticky bandits. Yes, Inti. There you go. They went for syrup, not toys. Brent says, you could say they were smooth criminals. Yep. They were smooth criminals. Or smooth operators. If we want to go to... If we want to go there, I don't know if we want to go there yet. I don't think we ever want to go there, but hey. Mr. Brother says, Brent, I'm famous for dad jokes. Dad jokes are the best. Like, there's nothing wrong with the good dad jokes. Brent says, I can imagine. Auntie says, the theft was featured in Netflix documentary series 1, Dirty Money, in season 1, episode 5, the maple syrup heist. I'll have to check that out. I like to... I check out Canadian... references and major media stuff like that. Netflix would fall under that. Like, how many how many things am I getting here? Like, holy crap, did it make the game much easier? Like, go to a campsite, get everything. Maybe there's a kill Jason button at that campsite. At that campfire, I mean. But speaking of Netflix, I did see a story today that they're working on a Dragon's Lair. I don't know if you know this, but Netflix is looking to adapt Dragon's Lair, the game, to a Netflix show and have it star Ryan Reynolds. Like, what? I don't think somebody who's played Deadpool now many times would be suitable for that. Screw you, crappy Jason. And we're out. That's a wrap, guys. We're 2 for 2. Well, 1 for... Oh, in the real... 1 for 1 in the real games. Nerd says, I think it would be cool to replace Vin with Jason in the Fast and the Furious movies. Can someone do that edit? If I had enough time, I would do that. I'm working on my own edits over here for like a massive project that I was talking to Cub about earlier. I want to get it done in about 2 months. It'll probably take me about 2 years, in all honesty, and the quality I want it done. But put a pin, like put that on the note board, the reminder board. Jason in the Fast and the Furious series. Sorry, just responding to a text as I always do, unprofessionally, while we're streaming. Yeah, Dragon's Lair, not Dragon Slayer. Sorry if I said it like that.
Please, no!
But you guys know my Canadian accent. Dragon Slayer was a really violent kids movie in the 80s. Dragon's Lair, yeah, that stupid game with the knight when you're like moving in different directions. That was the worst arcade game ever. That's the type of game that slaps you in the face and then you keep putting quarters in and say, more please. I want some more please. And you keep pouring the damn quarters in. Adam says, give me Deadpool 3. And he says, sorry, Dragon's Lair. You're right. And he says, M says, I remember the movie you're talking about. It starred the dude from Ghostbusters 2, whatever his name is. Oh, Vigo, yeah. I can't remember who played Vigo. Because Max von Sydow did the overdub of his original takes on the voice work. Oh, and Tommy's levitating. Whoops. Tommy was levitating. He's back. Carpathian. Willem von Hamburg. That's it. Yannick. Oh, that, yeah, the other guy, the guy that was obsessed with him. He is Vigo. You're like the buzzing of flies to him. His minion. Tommy didn't make it out. Oh, somebody else. Somebody else texting me saying they didn't get the stream. Hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta send them the channel. The video. The link. Ready up again. Janos. Yeah, Janos. Peter McNichol. I remember that guy from Ally McBeal. Gonna put the notification on Twitter again since no one's getting the link apparently. Or the reminder, I mean. Talking more about Peter McNichol, Janusz. Get that out there. Yeah, people are saying it didn't even come up in the subscriptions and notifications. It's like you guys are saying in the chat. Weird. I must have been. It was going on Cubs channel. I got shadow blocked. I got shadow banned for going on Cubs channel. Oh, we've got Happy Man 420 because every man with a little 420 is happy apparently. We've got Game Boy 09 and the rest of the people were in the room before. Kyle Sandwich. Kyle Sandwich. Inty says he's in a ton of stuff. M says, LOL, before I thought of Ghostbusters 2, I almost said he's the dude from Ally McBeal. Brent says, does he do syrup commercials? That's the key, guys. Somebody needs to Wikipedia it. I will Wikipedia it. I will take that bullet while we're waiting for the thing. Because that's what we do now. When we have nothing else to do. Is we Google stuff. Google that shit while we're waiting. So let's go to IMDb. And see what else he was in. The Cub Effect. M says he had to go directly to my channel to find it. Alright, what do we got? We got All Rise. Tangled. Veep. He's American Dad. He was in American Dad. The Big Bang Theory, he's been in that. Series of Unfortunate Events. Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Batman Arkham Knight. The Voice. Did a voice there of Jarvis Tetch and the Mad Hatter. Uncredited. Oh, there you go. He did some uncredited work. Again, he was at Jarvis Tetch, Mad Hatter, and Origins. He was credited there. I do not see Grey's Anatomy. He was in that a lot. I don't see any syrup commercials, unfortunately. Oh, he was Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. He was in that. 24. He was in quite a bit of 24. All right, we filled enough time, guys. We filled enough time. Now it's time for us to play. And that's not us again. Another run as Deborah. Wonderful and awesomely talented Deborah. She knows how to survive better than any other counselor in the party. At least when I'm playing her. The Cub Effect. Mr. Matthew says, I like Game Boy. Yeah, well, so do I. That's why I made mention of it. Mr. Matthews says, Texas. Brent says, with so many people off, they're probably all watching porn. I mean, documentaries online. Well, everybody knows that Pornhub Premium is free, but I'm sure their servers are like gonna overload from the damn strain. I wouldn't be surprised. By the end of this weekend, Pornhub temporarily down due to servers blowing up. Now I'm gonna get shadow banned again. I'm talking about porn. M's talking about porn. Brent says, I know I was looking for a friend. M says he was a Mad Hatter. Awesome. I love the character in the animated series. Yeah, the Mad Hatter is a good Batman villain. I'm not too sure about the take that's in the Batman 66 of him, but hey, it's there at least. Is he the Mad Hatter in Batman 66? I want to say it is, but I know they changed a lot of the characters because I remember they had False Face instead of Two-Face because they couldn't do the effect, so cut down on budget, just change the character. Or maybe they couldn't get the rights. They didn't want to pay the rights for it. Could have been that. Oh. Deborah. is rolling. Adam says LOL to bring you beer. Brent says maybe tomorrow, Adam. Maybe tomorrow, God willing. M says, are you guys really out of beer? Brent, that's not a joke. Wait, you guys are out of beer? We closed our beer stores in LCBO, which is a Liquor Control Board of Ontario. Every province has a Liquor Control Board. It's named something different. Usually the LC. And then other things that go along with that. But they're just closed on Mondays now, so. But Jez was joking about earlier on Cub Stream. If they closed the LC, the beer store, and the cannabis stores here in Ontario, people would burn the city. People would be burning cities.
Oh my god! Help!
And OG says Brits out of beer. And the clip that I put in the Discord was Darcy the mail girl from Joe Bob Briggs. That's a tweet from her at home. She knows her horror. So now we're just gonna kill time and survive, maybe. But every time I do it this early, I try to get more involved and I end up getting myself killed. But I know you guys don't want to just watch me walk around a fire. Brent says, I'm in isolation. I can't get out to shop, so I really have to rely on someone to get shopping. Yes, Brent did mention that the other day on Jezer's stream. Nope. All clear, Deborah. Everything's all clear. That's it. Run into that log. Yes, I'm sure it did. It's all PG-13 on Joe Bob Briggs' last drive-in. But I'm pretty sure she was in a former career. She was in a different industry. Let's just leave it at that. OG says, I wear a mask and gloves when I shop. I guess you are in total lockdown. I'm not quite at the mask yet, OG, but I try not to touch as many things as possible. And I always keep a bottle of hand sanitizer nearby. Nurse says, I don't want to see how big the explosives, if he's still trying to make his own still, yes. I remember him saying that, but I remember him giving me a hard time before for talking about gin. But he's at home making bathtub gin. Brent says, I've had 2 bottles all week, so yep, it's getting hard to get a hold of. All she could find, Mr. M. M says, Brent, that's crazy, sorry about that. If I'm ever in the neighborhood, I will check to see if you need anything. So yeah, we're just in the cabin. Everybody's just waiting for the phone. Nobody's repairing anything, and the boat part is down there. Oh, and the gas is in the boat. I don't know, guys. We've already survived. Do you know what old Deborah Chow likes to say at a time like this? What the hell? Oh, somebody's picking the boat part up. Where's Jason? Has he even shown up? He's 0 for 7. He's probably AFK. Yeah, they picked the boat part up. Well, the thought was there. The correct thought. And wanted to make it more exciting than just standing around waiting for the cops to arrive, but somebody took that out of my hands. Em says my hands are absolutely shot from all the hand sanitizer. Right? I hear that. Oh, the multi Vanessas are up here. There's a Vanessa party in this house.
Oh, hi.
Princess, that's a good point. Hand sanitizer has some magical booze in it. Be right back might be slushy on the way down, but who
Where's my
cares?
dance moves?
I don't know. Either unlock them or put them in the presets. That's all I did. Nice. Well, that was another easy victory, but Jason's AFK, so I'll take it. There you go. Cough medicine, extra strength. We could make flaming moes. We could make flaming moes to go with our really unhealthy snack food ideas, or crazy snack idea. Oh, Deborah, you need that stamina buff. I need that epic stamina buff. I can't handle the fact that she runs out of stamina that easy. Oh, yeah. Nope, let's spectate some people. Oh, Game Boy 09 is Deborah as well. Jumping out the window. Brent says, now I know how they felt in Prohibition days. Exactly. We need speakeasies, that's what we need. Where you turn your bookshelf around. You take the Bible out and there's like not a flask. Yeah, a flask. You got a flask. Take some nips off it in the hollowed out Bible. That's from a movie, but I can't remember exactly which one. Who else is left? Oh. Tommy's on the speedy jet. Oh. Jason is awake, apparently. He's got 1 kill. So it's not a complete write-off. M says the blob. It could be. Could be. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Hollowed out Bible with like a little flask in it. Might have been in different movies. You might see it in different movies. I can't remember where I picked that thought up, but that was like, you know how my brain works by now. Random thoughts come in and half memories. Brent says books, used them for toilet paper last week. That's one thing we haven't had too much of a challenge here with. Yet. Oh. J-Man got another 2 kills through drowning. But yeah, we're still doing okay. Walmart stocked up the other day for stuff like that. And I've been pretty good. I had bought something before that was going to last me for a while before anything like this happened. And then I ordered some more off Amazon along with some groceries. I keep getting back ordered, hopefully. And he says the Blob from the 80s is a good movie. They never saw the 50s version. The 50s version is really good. The one with Steve McQueen. That's a really good one as well. You guys should check that out if you haven't watched it. That's a great drive-in horror movies, man. Like the sci-fi B horror movies that's probably the best of the best among them, with like them. Like the giant ants. That's another one of my favorites. I'm trying to think of some more. There's some really bad ones though, like The Brain That Wouldn't Die. And everything from that time. Every B sci-fi horror movie was filmed in Carlsbad Canyon in California, I swear to God. Every movie. M says the 50th version is inferior. I gotta say, sounds like we got another Wrath of Khan and motion picture and Wrath of Khan debate going on here. What is the sound? What are you doing? Lines of cocaine? All you hear is slurping sounds or sniffing. Banging rails, playing Friday the 13th. It's like, whoo, baby! I'm ready to play some Friday the 13th! Yes, hello, Jillian Bates. Hello, people who can't hear me. Hello. OG says torches instead of flashlights, books for toilet paper, no beer, conditions are needed. Are indeed primitive over there. And torches, yeah. They're back to the oil, like the kerosene lamps. Oh, so many tryhards. M says it's more of a fun movie. There was even a hit song that went with it. Brent says, otherwise known as Friday in the United Kingdom. M says, whoa, who's going to say the Blob remake isn't better than the original? I'm very much, when it comes to like B sci-fi horror movies, especially from the drive-in variety, I'm very much a purist when it comes to the originals. I'm not saying the remake isn't good. It is. I need to watch it again to compare. That's another good comparison. I should start doing these ideas for my videos. Break up the monotony of the bits and pieces, even though I do enjoy making them, and I appreciate you guys watching them. But throw in some wild cards like that, the comparison videos. If I only had more time, we were so close to being there where I had the time to do that. I don't want to be locked down, and I know facing that sort of thing would suck balls, and I sympathize for you guys, but that's the one bright spot that it would have given me some more time for YouTube. But I probably would have done nothing and just looked at the window and says, oh, I don't want to be. It's like, I want to be outside. I have a computer. Who needs a computer? OG says Steve McQueen as a teenager. Brent says apart from the Thing, Pete's right. Well, that one I will give you, Brent. Thing from Another World. Even though I do like that movie, but it's so cringe. It's so cringe at times because it was produced by like the... what's the name of that military pictures company? It's not Hollywood. What the hell's the name of the company that produced that movie? They made a lot... America Studios or something? Like American Studios? They made probably my favorite B sci-fi movie ever. It's like in the year 2669 or something. Oh, what the hell was the name of that? I always screw the year up. 2699. Holy wow. If you guys haven't seen that and you enjoy bad B movies, check that out. NT says a remake versus OG Deathmatch sounds fun. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Make like a mashup between that. Mr. Matthews says next you're going to say that you like the original Thing better. What the hell is going on? No. I'm with you guys on that. Thing from Another World is not superior. Nowhere even near. But I did enjoy it, even though it has some really cringy parts.
Hello?
Hello, Reese Mono. Well, you sound monotone, so there's that. Soy! What's going on, man? Glad you can make it in. OG says when him and the Blob get in that great car chase. Yep, OG. That's one of the things I was thinking about. And he says the Thing, the Fly, the Blob, Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, all those have good remakes. Agreed. The Fly remake is really good, but I do enjoy the Vincent Price. Don't get me wrong, I like the Vincent Price. Night of the Living Dead. Yep, the Savini remake. Don't get Cub started on that one, because we've been down that road in that debate before. But I do enjoy the 90. I think it was 1989 or 1990 Savini remake. So he says my server on Discord is a S-Fest. Well, that sucks. Sorry to hear that, man. But I'm glad you're here, that you can take a break from it. M says I waver a bit when it comes to the Fly. Like Goldberg. Goldberg. Yeah. Goldblum is really good in that role. How about the Fly 2 with, what's his name? Eric Stoltz? I'm pretty sure he's in the Fly 2. How about that one, guys? It's been a while since I watched that one. Mr. Matthew says, I love the Fly remake, but the original is quite solid. Yep, it really is. Help me.
Hello? Hello?
Anything Vincent Price from that
God,
stretch,
no,
I'll
push.
watch.
Jason's
Even up to the
real.
later, like into the
Please,
70s, like the
help us.
Abominable
Jason,
Dr.
no.
Phibes and stuff like that. I will
Please,
watch
help
that any day. Like you sign me up. I'm there. I'm there, dude. I'm already in. I can watch that, and the guy is so entertaining. They talk all about these celebrities today that could do like recordings and just listen to them like reading the phone book and that. Vincent Price, you sign me up. Have him just like reading a map, saying names of countries and states and cities. If that recording is out there, some type of bootleg, let me know. 'Cause I'm not familiar with it. Brent said they did some good films, mainly teenage flicks. Yep. A lot of the drive-in fare. A lot of just like pulp movies that weren't expected to be anything after you watch them once. I don't think they ever expected us to become like cult addicted fans. Oh, he says come roots for the spider. That spider seems like a nice guy. I like him. I like where he's going. His character development. So he says, yeah, but we're a good fight. Mr. Matthew says, I really like The Fly too. I haven't seen it in a long enough time to give you an honest on it. I remember it being decent. And who's the girl on that? I can't remember who the actress that plays his girlfriend in that.
Is that a person?
Stop trying to push me into...
Somebody gonna get the gas? I have the keys.
I'm out of here. I did my job. I think we're with a bunch of tools, to be perfectly honest, guys. And he says The Fly 2 was all the time on TV when I was a kid. Left an impact on me, saddest dog death ever. So he says, winning. And he says The Fly gets so much bad press and that it's okay. M says, also love how it's mostly a mystery, giving you the story a piece at a time. The climactic reveal at the very end with the fly head. That's it. The girl from Spaceballs that played the princess. Princess Vespa. Yep. Thank you, Inti. I think he's at the door trying to open it. I don't remember the dog death. Normally those things stick with me. So it says, guys, I would only go into my Discord. It's all about, but you wouldn't care. But the quartering room will call it out. I'm kind of like not, I don't go out of my way to bash YouTubers, and they do their things, but I've kind of like gotten bored with the quartering.
Oh fuck! Who is that? My God,
So
I can't
I haven't checked his channel out in quite a while, but I'm very picky and I'm very scatterbrained sometimes. I guess that's one way of putting it. Why are they all running around together? Like, that's the worst way, man. Like, you're gonna get Jason to kill you. Mr. Matthew says, Inti agreed it's the first. If the first one is a 9, I'd give the Fly 2 a 7. And he says the dog is the most memorable thing about the Fly 2. And then he petted a dog at the end. So it says, isn't bashing one Rather someone using someone for money. Ah, okay. Gotcha. No, I just meant, like, normally on my channel I don't try to run down other YouTubers who do their thing. Like, they're welcome to do their thing. It's just, I've moved on from a lot of those channels in terms of what I watch day to day. It's getting to be spring, so it's time to watch foraging videos anyway. We know Star Wars is done. Let's move on to finding mushrooms, man. Whoops. 2-check Deborah screws up on the first one.
There, got
Way
it.
to go. So it says never get a manager, guys. Lead pipe or machete. So it says, oh, I have a channel like that in my Discord. Ah, okay. So I'm hoping to keep my channel like a little free of that sort of thing. Everyone who comes in here is always welcome to join and invite others. But as long as we keep a lot of that stuff out. We can always rant and stuff. Like a good rant. I've never said no to that or never turned one down. M says too late, so I'm married. So it says people ask me questions about it and someone else. Well, these people are obviously useless. Half of them are dead. Happy Man 420 is baked out of his mind and he's slashing through people like crazy because they're all running around together. Thanks, guys. So it says this YouTuber is mentally impaired and being taken advantage of by his manager. Ah, so that would explain where the strife is coming. Well, that's not good, man. That makes sense that that someone in that situation might need a manager, though. Because I was thinking, like, if you're a YouTuber and you need a manager, you must be pretty big. Or somebody that can look after the day-to-day, you know? OG says never sign anything. Damn right, OG. Oh. It looks like the door behind me was breaking. You can't swirly in here, bro. They fixed that. So he says, yes, we aren't liked for speaking out. You know, he had his friends and then his manager withholding. Well, obviously, if you're speaking out against somebody being used or misused, the people doing that using are going to speak out and say, hey, I don't want... Like, let's keep that quiet. You guys keep the gravy train rolling in, sort of thing. From seeing them and his family. Oh, man. That's brutal. Reese Mono again. Good match, guys. Yeah. Somebody just hurled it in. I can't even do it, guys. Like, I know I'm lower in the register, but I can't sound that monotone. Tell me if I sound that monotone. Could be tone deaf. Yeah. Somebody just said something. That's as close as I'm gonna get. Nerd says Jason didn't even let Deb take her glasses. Yeah, exactly. Rude. Should at least let a lady choose the tool of her demise or fashion of her demise. I'm butchering that line, guys. Save me. OG says crunch nerd. Oh, Harold is being respectful in the chat. Good thing I muted him. Thanks for the heads up, Happy Man 420. So he says sounds Canadian. Hey, we're just gonna play a little Friday the 13th tonight, guys, and we're gonna take Jason out for a rip, bud. We're gonna go in there, and Deborah's just gonna run around and try to find the car parts and take it for a rip. It's like borderline onto like a British or United Kingdom accent, but not quite there, bud. Oh, you guys in the chat. Oh, you guys in the chat are just ripping it up. You gotta take off, eh? We're gonna go in the mask until I'm gonna say, Jason, take off, eh? Good day, Jason, and welcome to Camp Crystal Lake. So he says, about. That did you go call Jim about? About. I don't know, a roof or roof. How about that, guys? Roof and a boot. Out and a boot. Guys, I don't think we're ever playing as Jason tonight. I'm not too disappointed. Because I don't feel like getting killed, but this group is a scrub group. We could actually win this one.
Did anyone else get away?
I'm so sorry about that. Oh god. Well, that's not gonna get me away. So he says, effing knew it that this guy's Canadian. Oops. Where's that other drawer? You'd think I know these by now. Have them memorized. Brent says Google Translate is needed. Sorry. OG with the music notes. Take off to the great white north, eh? Take off. It's a beauty way to go. Take off. You hosers. I can't sing like Geddy Lee, so I'm not even going to try that. What are you doing, Vanessa? Where'd the gas go?
Why won't you fucking die?
So it says Google Translate is needed for Canadian English, and Nerd says dislot done talking strong. Good day, eh? Welcome to the stream. Today I'm just gonna run past Jason when I don't even see him coming.
Thank God it actually fit.
I have medicine. Sure, go to the car.
I need some first aid, guys.
I'm working on
Help me out here. You're not doing anything. I fixed the... M says, notice that no one ever mocks the noble American accent. I don't mock. I jest because I love my fellow North Americans. God damn it. Somebody wants a baseball bat upside the head, I think. OG says sweet Monza time. I don't think so, man. These players are terrible. These guys are the definition of terrible. I need to get the hell out of here. And so he says, oh yeah, they do. Southern accents. A little bit of twang. A little bit of drawl. Nothing wrong with a little bit. I'm a fan.
I'm doing this right.
M says, although a Russian girl I knew once said, I sounded like we were talking about him with a mouthful of smashed potatoes. God damn it. Brent says she was being polite. M says, well, mine, I guess. TechCom says he's back. Going on, Megatech. M says the rest of us do make fun of southern accents. So it says, I heard us Michiganders sound nasally. So it says we do. America, Alabama. There's just way too many Vanessas in this game, guys. There you go. OG's laying it down. Howdy, y'all.
Why won't you fucking
People are
die?
terrible.
Thank you.
Nerd says dead again. Tut tut, no cookie for you. Hey, I'm
Okay,
contributing
all
at
set.
least these games.
Time to get
Like
out
I'm
of here.
surrounded by 4 Vanessas. Sorry, 3 Vanessas and a Bugsy. Look at this! What are they doing? Like, what are you doing? Michiganders. That's it, Michiganders. I butchered it the first time. Brent says it should talk proper English, like what I do's. Terrible. So I would say. That run and my accents for the rest of the stream will be terrible. And M says, yeah, Brent, something like that. Summit or something. Something. You can't get in a broke car. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. If they're able to start that and get out of there, damn Kyle Sandwich.
It worked. It actually worked.
Megatech says he got a big paycheck today and gave a lot of it to stepdad for partial payment toward the overdue cable bill. So that'll make our rough times a bit less. Good to hear, man. Good to see you come. Good to see you in as always on Fridays as well. You are part of the regulars along with everyone else who's in the room right now. So stream would not be the same without you. Brent says, didn't say I couldn't spell, just talk Queen's English like. How about the box of chocolate jokes? Is that one dated? Is there ever going to be a ban on that? Like a lifting of the ban on that thing? The box, Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump isms. OG says, nicely done, Brent. And Mr. Matthew says, I spelled summit wrong. I did it wrong. Something. Summit. Oh my god. Something. No. I'm just gonna do Ricky-isms for the rest of the night. Go back to the Ricky-isms. Julian, I didn't want to say I told us so, but I told us so. I effing told us so. Or Sam Squanch. There's no such thing as Sam Squanches, buds. It's a fucking Sam Squanch, Julian. It's like a 10-footer. Bubs, there's no such thing as Sam Squanches. I'm saying Sam Squanch repeatedly because Rebecca's also watching and she finds that one bit of theirs funny, not much else. Brent says, except for me, I'm like Halley's Comet once every 70 odd years. Megatech quoting Uncle Benny from Lethal Weapon 4. Fried rice. Fried lice. You plick. Oh boy. And he says, I saw Haley's comment back in 84. I only remember looking up at the sky. That memory is too fuzzy. I was fat 4 at the time. I was a little bit older in T, but I do remember that. I remember we took a break from school while it happened, I want to say. But yeah, Haley's comment. I remember when we went outside to look at Haley's Comet. That was such a fine summer day or spring day. I think it was in there.
Please. Wait, I'll help you.
M says, Brent, you have a great accent. I always picture you sitting over there in a black suit and a glass of brandy. The snifter of brandy.
Hi, Harry.
So it says, Canadians wonder why their accent is made fun of.
What's the move, Harry?
86, yes. So it says, this is why. Good day, eh? Welcome to our stream. Today the topic is Friday the 13th and Jason.
Ideal, man.
We're going to be trying to survive getting killed today. Actually, their bit, Bob and Doug's bit was always
Sometimes there's a...
Doug trolling Bob about what the topic is, or the other one trolling each other about the wrong topics. Like, take off, eh? That's not what we're talking about today, eh?
Turn off your light, man. Clicky.
Brent says, thanks, Em, but I sound like a bloody farmer. Uji says, quite posh. Brent says, posh, you're kidding, right? Soy says, I remember seeing an eclipse with my dad and friend. Yes, solar and lunar eclipses. Those are cool, too. Brent says, I live in a council estate. And OG says, to the ears of a Texan. Megatex says, today we get a plain Tony's pizza with the orange box. I wanted a stuffed crust DiGiorno, but they only had it with pepperoni, and my stepdad can't have meat for Lent. It was 100% mozzarella cheese. There you go, Em. Megatex eating the Tony's pizza. I need to try this. When all these bans are lifted, and I can go back to the States and armed guards aren't guarding the American border from Canadians, I'll go back across to Western New York, hopefully in the fall for a Buffalo Bills game, load up my vehicle with some terrible for you food. But good tasting. M says, no man, you sound like, well, maybe not James Bond, but someone who works in his office. Probably. Probably another MI5 agent, or MI6. Sorry, MI6. Swing and a miss. So it says, do you voice chat? I need to send a picture of Tony's. Oh, M did that before on Instagram. M sent me, he's giving me enough. Put it on Discord. We'll make a food channel in the Discord, and we can put all our different tags of food. OG says, there you go, Brent. Bond's office buddy. And so he says, I already sent you a squirt. But yeah, I'm welcome to more food. And maybe not Tony's, like other types of pizzas that I might not be aware of, other food, all that stuff. For instance, I could be the cafeteria agent. 001 degrees.
Oh my god. What happened?
Oh, God, man. Fucking...
And we don't know what a council estate is, like OG said. I'm Googling it right now, but I'm stuck on the game, so I can't go to the, to our favorite pastime. That's a load screen activity anyway. Or we're in between load screens. It's a housing complex, a building complex that contains a number of council houses and other amenities like schools and shops. If I'm right about that, Brent. Says I actually have a very specific image, Brent, in mind. A character from a movie, I'm sure maybe Hugh Laurie. No, gee, I'm American. Probably something to do with the metric system, no doubt. Megatech says, this weekend I'm going to put out 2 Terminator lore videos, a new gear and weaponry vid, and a story on Cyberdyne's founders. I'm putting 2, so I might go next weekend without 1, so I can finish Blue Shogun. Oh, you're that close, eh? You've been working on Blue Shogun that much? I know you're always talking about it here. We're always discussing it. But good to hear you're getting near the end, man. Near the end of the journey. Soy says, everyone said names of food. I made my own ranch dressing. Nice. Ranch dressing is the best. What I had for food tonight is a pre-wrapped, I was talking about earlier. It's like a pre-wrapped chicken finger sandwich that's like covered in a peppercorn ranch dressing. Oh god, yeah. So good. Not homemade, store-bought. Store-bought hot food. Good stuff. Brent says I look like the S.H.I.E.L.D. actor. Oh, Michael Chiklis. OG says Emma's our expert. Always the damn metric system.
That is the biggest fucking...
Curse you, metric system!
Fucking whatever the fuck it's called thing of all time.
TechCom says, you know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in Paris?
Waste man, Leon. The biggest waste man.
OG says a council estate. A royale with cheese. No, but they call it Le Big Mac. Le Big Mac.
You can't do me.
There we are. We've reached the point in the evening where we just start ranting and raving about random movie quotes. Because it's been that type of week again.
By the way.
And he says metric system for the wind values of 10 are really easy. Try converting a yard from feet. I think it's 3. 3 yards, 3 feet in a yard.
I'll
Similar to meters. I can't remember. But I'm metric as well, Inti. We're metric here in Canada, as well as in the UK. We're kind of like half metric. We have some imperial things, but the majority is metric. Tech says exactly because they have the metric system. They don't know what the F a quarter pounder is. M says, LOL, references. Right. Like last week, we were doing Back to the Future references like crazy. What is this person doing still alive? Why are we still going? That's it. And a Big Mac is Big Mac. Only they call it Le Big Mac. And it's like Le Big Mac. Samuel L. Jackson reiterating it. What a movie. I think it's Quentin Tarantino's birthday actually today. I'm pretty sure I saw that on Twitter. I think he's 59. Nerd says movie trivia time, guys.
Hurry.
Name the movie about bin men starring brothers.
Harry, what are you doing? You okay? Man. Do you have the car keys? Fuck. Here, go on.
M says no good ever came out of the metric system. Brent says at least we get our Mars orbiters to land because we would use only one system. Well, Canada would have that benefit as well. Oh boy. But no, I was saying that Canada would have the availability to accurately land a Mars orbiter if we ever had one, but no, we just defer that to our friends. Our friends that have a little bit more global power. We're friends with everyone for a reason, guys. So Megatech says not sure, so he says be right back, sounds good, dude, see you in a bit. M says garbage men. Mega says I don't know what they call a Whopper, but I never went into that's it, I don't know what they call a Whopper. I never went into Burger King. What do they call a Whopper? Men at work. Bin men. Oh, garbage men. Starring Brothers. Yes. Men at work. That's Charlie Sheen, Emilio Estevez, right? For some reason, when you said that, OG, I thought Dirty Work with Norm Macdonald and what's his name? Artie Lang. Art Lang. I think his name's Artie Lang. Nerd is right. Yeah, man. Men at Work's a great movie. Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez. I remember that movie. See, I probably would have got it too, but it took me a minute to clue into what bin men meant. Tech says never saw that. Check it out, Tech. That's a good 80s comedy. Very good 80s comedy. M says give us another nerd. Everybody go. Everybody do it. Everybody throw it out. It's an open floor. Nerd can contribute more, but you guys are welcome to as well. OG said, but it wouldn't land on Mars, Brent. Too cheap.
Harry, can you hear me?
There, Tech says, OG, it's your turn. Movie trivia.
You've done your job well, and Mommy is pleased. Come home, sweetie.
Here we go. Nerd says, name the only movie WWE star Undertaker starred in. A movie that WWE star Undertaker starred in. I can only picture Steve Austin movies. We know how much Dwayne Johnson's acted, and Hulk Hogan, No Holds Barred, and not Surf Ninjas. What was the name of it? Mr. Ninja. Suburban Commando. Was he in Suburban Commando? I thought that was Hulk Hogan. He was in that as well? He was in Suburban Commando with Hulk Hogan? There you go, Tech says, I think the next person who gets the answer right. There we go. It's up to you now, Tech. Hulk Hogan, yeah. He's in Suburban Commando. But maybe Undertaker's in that one as well. Couple more matches as Debbie, and then we'll switch to Chad. Three Ninjas. The Three Ninjas sequel. There we go. Nerd says Undertaker played one of the bad bounty hunters. Ah, okay. And TechCom says, Nerd, I'd have to be stupid not to know that. Hulk played the hero, yeah. I do remember that movie. Suburban Commando. I actually liked No Holds Barred, I will admit. With Zeus. Tony Little, I think his real name was. Tony Little. Am I right there, guys? But I actually did enjoy that movie. That is the heyday of, like, the Hulk Hogan era of WWF, WWE. And then lately I've been watching, because there were so many jokes lately about people hoarding and running on stores, that just making jokes about going to Walmart, and it's like the experience. Remember in the Attitude generation when Stone Cold had all those bits with Booker T in the grocery store where he took him, they were fighting all the way through the grocery store. That's got to be one of my favorite Attitude era WWE bits. Fighting with groceries. Like I said, Undertaker was one of the bounty hunters. Hulk Hunter's hunting Hulk Hogan in Suburban Commando. He's the only one with a childlike voice. He's the one. And Nerd says, it's your turn, Mega. You're up, Mega Tech. Inti says, I like The Undertaker. He's a very colorful wrestler. Oh, yeah, man. Guy's still going, but the dude was a man. Still kind of is, but he always, when he used to walk the ropes, that's crazy. Tombstone with Pole Bearer. Oh, I think that's us. Yeah. Here we go, guys. But we're in a different group. This isn't the same group we were in before.
They shouldn't be here, Jason.
Let's see how we make out.
Stop them.
Shall we live or die? And Mr. Matthews says Mega's really good at this. He's a walking encyclopedia of movie trivia. Yup. He's a quote machine, that's for sure. He knows his stuff. God damn it, I planted the damn bear trap wrong. Finally, a run as Jason. I was practicing off the top, but geez. Haven't played much this week, so if I get killed, don't be surprised. Go over this side. Kill power box. I'm missing trivia, guys. Carry on in the chat with the trivia while I try to live a little bit. And a couple lives, that is. Oh, somebody's AFK. Got one at least. Got one kill. Oh, somebody else is over there.
Yes.
Hopefully they didn't call Tommy
Kill
before I
for
killed the
mother.
power, but they probably did. I think they're coming out the window. No, they're checking drawers. God damn it.
Jason, my boy, do you know what your gift is? No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die.
That's two. I should have had Jenny too, but she takes forever to kill, and I didn't want to give you guys a cheap kill. The choke out.
They deserve to die, Jason. Make them suffer.
No. There's a couple scrubs over there again. Ah, damn it.
Please, no!
Please, no!
Is that a stamina?
What the heck, Debbie?
Kill Jason.
I give you such credit all the time. And then you do stuff like that. Oh, come on!
They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
Damn it. Call the cops.
They deserve to die, Jason. Make them suffer.
Defend the old homestead. Ah, they're repairing the car. That's what they were doing. I don't care if people escape. I just don't want to get killed. Who cheated with the ropes? Oh, you guys talking about more wrestling? Video games and Jean-Claude Van Damme. We're talking about Van Damme again? We're always on it. Okay. Are you insane? Good thing the water is short. Oh my god, another break.
Jason, don't let them.
And I think they got away. So I think some people escaped. They did. Damn it. Jenny must die. Yeah, we were talking about the Bison dollars last week. I remember that, Inti. It's funny that we were talking about it all last week, and then on Monday I saw Street Fighter in my suggested movies. Like, I swear to God, YouTube listens to us. Privacy be damned. Sorry, Jenny. You're just hollow inside now. Everybody else escaped.
That's my
5 of 7, I'll take it. They didn't get to kill Tommy. Only 2 people escaped in the thing, and I didn't die. I'll chalk up that as
come to
the W. The W?
Come to
Or the W?
mommy.
I know I don't want to do that to the Brits, that's for sure. Turn that around for victory. So. The W, or 3. No L. M says, of course, it's listen, it's Google. I swear to God, we were talking about a Street Fighter and Van Damme, and then, like, in my suggested movies, Street Fighter right off the top. Buy it or rent it. It's like, really? Really? M says, I just noticed Gradius in the background. No, it's actually not Gradius, M. It is not. It looked, the font looks a lot like it, but there should be a demo that goes along with it. If you see the demo play, it gives it right away. Alright. Well, we got to play Jason, so let's go to Chad. Because Mega is with us, it's time for Cobra Kai. I swear the demo was playing before I came on. So what are we talking about here? Nurse says that was a good kill. Thanks, man. Thanks. I'm getting better on the shift. I think I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with Part 8 shifts. There's the demo. There's the demo. Looks kind of like Gradius as well. But I do like that kill, that chest punch kill. Brent says, Google, get me a beer. Waiting for Google. No, it's adding you to the list that you drink beer. So next time you're searching for something, beer will be the first result, even though you haven't searched for beer. It's like you Google, like, I don't know, hunting knives. I'm not saying you do that, but, and then beer would be your first suggested. Text says, okay, never saw Black Eagle. Next one. OG said, they're always listening. Four goes, ooh, they're always listening. Children of the night. What music they make. I swear, guys, I'm going to read Dracula one year, and I'm going to do it in the fake Bela Lugosi, like the Count Chocula voice. And yeah. And I will totally not hold against anyone who doesn't even want to watch it or just pops in, drops a like, and then doesn't watch anymore because they don't want to listen to that. Because I will do it. I will record and put it out for Halloween. Inti says your smartphone listens to you for sure. I've literally said things that pop out in publicity without Googling it. Brent says I liked him in Hard Target. Oh yeah, Vietnam, that's a good one. Hard Target is a good movie, he says. M says, Transformers, yep. The Famicom Transformers. It's a 501 cart. It's like Cousin Eddie in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Clark, that's the thing that keeps on giving the whole year. The gift that keeps on giving the whole year. Christian Slater and Mila Jovovich starred in which movie? Now that's not True Romance. That's Brad Pitt in True Romance. I'm trying not to look at the chat. I know that movie. Kristen Slater and Mila Jovovich. Damn it. Cyborg, yep. Cyborg is a good one, like Brent says. Text says, speaking of Cobra Kai, good news. It's not canceled due to Corona. Maybe delayed, but no concrete info. Though it is coming back. Alright, let's do some stuff here, guys. And says that was actually what I thought it was at first, and I decided it was Gradius. Gotcha. Rocky and Bullwinkle. There's a good game. Not so much. Good TV show, though. Good cartoon. Old Rocky and Bullwinkle. OG Texas can now deliver alcohol with food deliveries. The only positive thing from this mess, can you get delivery and alcohol, Brent? Law may have just changed. We got that too in Ontario, OG. I was just reading about that this week. So you can order fast food, like, because we have like Uber, and we have something here called Skip the Dishes, and we have DoorDash. Now if you order like food delivery service, you can get alcohol as well. Of course. First match, I get the car keys, and then Jason shows up. The Chad luck. Hiding in the loo. Hiding out in the washroom. Oh yeah, the Kristen Slater and Mila Jovovich. I swear I know that movie, but I can't place it. Uh-oh. Looking for me under the beds. Cuffs. Yes. Yes. Not terrible. Brent says, bless you, nerd. She says, I've never heard of that movie. And NT says, you're sweeping the table, nerd. Or M, so yeah. M says you met your match, TechCom. Brent says, could he do the dishes as well then? Whoops. Get the fear down, Chad. It's okay. It's alright, bud. I'm going to try to repair the car in Monza. Get out of here, guys. Soy! Soy's back.
Copy on the road, therapy. 10-4-97.
Nerds laid down an easy one. Easier one. Can I deal with Chad, though? The car repair with Chad. We got this, guys. We got this. Ah! Almost had it perfect.
There. Got it.
Whoops. F that one up. And LB.
Oh, I hope I'm doing this right.
Oh, yeah. Monza time, OG. It's about time. It's been a couple of weeks since we've actually been in the car, driving.
It worked. It actually worked.
And that's why. Now we know why I haven't been in the
I'm out of
I
here.
haven't driven the car in a bit. I'm obviously a little bit rusty.
Ah!
Cause Cobra Kai never dies. Woo! So it says Chad is such a good guy. He sure is. Steals all the car parts and leaves. OG says nerd does the dishes, Star Trek style. Hangs up outside in strong winds. Yeah, man, you gotta let the sand blow off the hard buildup. Apparently, I've heard that. Only on Rigel 7? No. I might be off the map with that one, guys, but you know where I'm going with it. Brent says it's only easy if you know it. For everyone else, there's Google. Nerd says, what's a dish? Tech says, don't know. Didn't see too many Christian Slater films. I can name them on one hand. Prince of Thieves, True Romance, Broken Arrow, and Star Trek 6. I thought True Romance was Brad Pitt, but yeah, True Romance, that's a good one. Mr. Bradley says, trick question. Slater totally looks like a guy who owns a skateboard in every movie. This is true. There's his LOL. Princess forgot he was in Star Trek 6. Yeah, he had the cameo in Star Trek 6. And he says, where do you find these movies? I remember Alone in the Dark. Broken Arrow, yeah, man. Now you mentioned that. That's with John Travolta. I remember that in Megatech. And Face Off at that time. But I think that was Nick Cage and John Travolta. OG says, Monza time, people. Yep. He did it because he's such a Chad, so I had to. What else was I going to do? Stop and help somebody? That could put me in danger. I'm not going to risk myself when I can get out quick. 5,000 miles to Graceland. Yes. Yes, that's a good one. Isn't Kurt Russell in that one as well? Or Kevin Costner? I think they're both in that. Megatech says, Cobra Kai never dies. Text says, can I go next with another? Gleaming the Cube! How did I not remember that, nerd? Gleaming the damn cube. Thank you. Wasn't he to pump up the volume as well? Christian Slater, pump up the volume. Am I off base there? He was in a ton of stuff back there. I remember in Heathers, though. He was in Heathers. Heathers a great movie. Yep. Nerd says, go for it. Brett says it was on the tip of my tongue. As soon as Nerd says it, I remember that. Damn it. And he says he Googled it, never heard about it either. Face Off is glorious. It really is, indeed. It really is. Okay, movie trivia, Tech says. One movie has Eddie Murphy teaming up with sexy martial artists in a globe-trotting quest to save the world. Golden Child. And David Arquette. Yeah, that's the wrong crew. M knows it, and I'm sure OG knows it, and the Brits know it. We talk about it all the time. Cub rants about it all the time. Mostly about his dislike for it, if I remember correctly. Text says, indeed, my stepdad loves that film. It is a good movie. Em's right. That's the movie. I love that movie as a kid, man. Watched it all the time. It wasn't quite Big Trouble in Little China, but it was like, it was right there. If I didn't have Big Trouble in Little China rewound, if I didn't have it rewound, then it was The Golden Child. Or queued up on the recorded video. That was the best when you'd have like the 6-hour VHS tapes, and you'd have like 3 movies on it, and you'd watch off TV, and it'd always be where it was in the tape. So, be Predator or Commando, whenever the Schwarzenegger things would be on the Schwarzenegger marathons. Nerd says that was the spy movie with the guy with the broken nose. I can't remember. Think of it. We're covering Thor. Zavalava. Zavalava. That's fun to say. Zavalava. M says yours was much more polite to Brent, though. I went all caps and obnoxious with it. Your inner American, or your outer American, came out. I equal spy. Oh man. It's another one I haven't seen in forever. When we get to the load screen, I'm going to Wikipedia. I need to check some stuff out. Mega says, I wouldn't call all caps obnoxious, more exclaiming with certainty and confidence. Oh, looks like they're killing Jason. Very American OG says that once in a while caps are fine, just like writing all the time in caps. Unless you're not aware of it being like a syntax thing or like a... he doesn't have the mask off yet, guys.
Fuck you, Jason!
Never mind. Mask is off.
Jason,
on,
Mother is
Megahead.
talking to you.
He's way too easy to kill now, man.
And come to Mommy.
He is way too easy to
That's
kill.
my good boy. That's my Jason.
Brent says he tricked you, nerd. He should have said a good Eddie Murphy movie. Whatever, guys. It's not hard killing Jason. That's why I don't even bother to do it anymore. Yes, Inner Space. Robert Picardo as a cowboy. Robert Picardo is a great actor, great character actor. I think that's one of the reasons why I defend to the death, along with Jerry Ryan in the 7 of 9 outfit, Star Trek Voyager, because Robert Picardo as the Doctor. He's one of my favorite Star Trek characters, literally. And Megatex says, yes, The Golden Child is a personal favorite, though I actually have an idea of a darker alternate ending, but it's not exactly family friendly. Inner Space. Ender says you're a fast typer. Oh, we're almost leveled again, guys. We're getting there. Lady Krampus. I think we've seen her before. Alright. Oh, Kristen Slater was in an interview with a vampire as well. I'm bringing up Kristen Slater's IMDb because I need to confirm something. Let's go back to the 80s, boys. Like we always do on this chat, apparently, on this stream. Jimmy Hollywood. Remember Jimmy Hollywood? Interview with a vampire. Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country, Cuffs, Fern Gully, voiced in that. Pump Up the Volume, I knew he was in that. I knew he was. Sorry if you guys responded. And he didn't. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, he was Will Scarlet in that. In the Kevin Costner, Robin Hood. Young Guns 2, he was in that as well. Young Guns 2 was great. He was in The Wiz, he was in The Wizard. I don't remember him being in The Wizard. Tales from the Dark Side, the movie, I remember that. I think he was in some Tales from the Crypts as well. Heathers, Gleaming the Cube. See his earliest movie. It looks like TV series. First one is The Legend of Billie Jean as Binks. Who else are we Googling, guys? Who else are we Googling? Indeed, it's your turn. Inti says, I remember the cowboy more than anything else. And M says, I love Rob Ricardo. He is hilarious. I agree with you there, man. He really is. Like I said, he's one of the reasons I like Voyager so much. He plays the perfect, like, dick. Unlikable guy character that I can relate to. Tex says, true, but I'm talking about ending alternate. And Brent says, I can see that. And brilliant is everything, including Total Recall. Text says like a dark story, like a dark what if story. Let's see, Inti says, all right, what is the single most profitable movie in respect to its budget? Tech says, so you think I should write it? Joker, Alita Battle Angels, Spaceballs, Paranormal Activity. Oh, Paranormal Activity. There we go. I did not know that. Probably would have said Joker as well, based on what we recently saw. M says, he was the big brother in The Wizard. He was? I haven't seen that movie in ages.
Oh God, what am I gonna do?
I remember going to see that in the cinema. In the movies, I mean, the movie theater. Not the hoity-toity cinema. M says, oh really, that was a guess? Very nice, very nice. Well, it's M's turn then. M got it. Oh God. How'd Sackhead break the door down so quickly?
Fuck you!
Don't be messing Chad with the baseball bat. My timing with Chad is impeccable. Deborah, I struggle a bit, but Chad's a little bit quicker on the bat, I find. Maybe that's just me mentally, but... Text says, okay, I'll write it down, but I don't know if I should post it as a video. Brent says, sometimes a good story is better as a story rather than a visual experience. That is true. Like, what the hell, bro? Leave me alone. What'd I do to you? I am out of here. I don't know if I'm going the right direction or I don't have a map. I don't even know what map we're on. I think this is Higgins. Inti says $11,000 for a return of $193 million. 11,000! Jesus. Those found footage video movies, they do have a benefit, that's for sure. But that movie really started the whole, well, I would say Blair Witch Project. And there was one before it, I can't remember the name of it, that started it, but they brought it back. The found footage phenomenon came back after that. Brent says only Lucas matters in the wizard. Or ENT says, sorry. Nerd says, come on already. Brent says, I need a Wii. Don't want to miss the question. Or I mean, Pete's gameplay. Well, that's half and half. The chat is half the reason we're here. I just have one finger on the joystick while I'm reading the chat, running into a tree. Says he's thinking. The nerd says, think harder, like Cub would say. Think harder. Think harder. OG says Brent needs a timeout. Tech says, though, I wonder if I should make it a future story for a future Blue Shogun. He visits an alternate Earth similar to the Golden Child, but the bad ending occurs. What do you think? I'm not answering that, Em. I know the answer. We'll let the chat get it. It's too easy for me. Nerd got it right away. Inti got it as well. Em says I'm going to get red penned in for this one. Well, it's a good continuation on our conversation with the Wiz, that's for sure. Or the Wizard. Oh, that's firecrackers. I'm like, what the hell's that sound behind me? It's firecrackers in the right ear. It's like, what the hell? What the? What the? What the? What video game does the character say what the 17 times every 2 seconds in? That's a bit of an exaggeration, but not much of one. Chad's in the right place at the right time.
It worked. It actually worked.
Just Joe, how's it going, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming in. Says R.I.P. Stuart Gordon, Reanimator, Fortress, RoboJox. Brent's a huge RoboJox fan. He'll be back shortly. By the way, Jox is one of my favorite sci-fi B movies. There you go, Joe. Utini Brent will be back in a bit. He loves that movie too. Nerd says, who asks the next question? Oh, what are you doing? Start the car up. ET says, I saw Super Mario Brothers, the movie, not long ago. It's not a bad take, really. It's really bizarre and a weird take not suited for the material. And we're doing movie trivia, Joe, like OG says. M says someone needs to guess, right? Well, both Nerd and Inti gave the answers, so coin flip. If I had a coin, I would flip. Pizza Boy!
Please, no!
You fool!
How am I a fool? You're dead.
How am I a fool? Oh, it wasn't Super Mario Brothers movie. It wasn't. Two brothers does John Leguizamo defeat Dennis Hopper. Oh, he was being tricksy, guys. He was being tricksy. The Pest. The Pest. Is that it? There you go. Brent's back. Says, oh, back, by the way. Someone say RoboJox crash and burn. Nurse says, if it wasn't Super Mario Brothers, I'm lost. Lady Krampus is dressed up as Tiffany. Text says, okay, movie trivia. What movie has two martial artists, one with a history of being injured attending a tournament that involves a fighter with an eye patch? Mr. Mother says, this is where I might get red pen because I kind of forgot the relationship between the two main characters. Back momentarily. Eric Roberts, the King of New York. Oh, Land of the Dead. Ah, okay. Yes, Leguizamo and Dennis Hopper. Yes. Jesus. She says, wasn't there a Leguizamo movie called Empire? And why is this person still alive or not escaped? Got her right in the calf, almost in the ankle. That would hurt. Here says the quest. Mr. Matthew says, I couldn't remember if the two main guys were brothers or not. Were they inty? It was a terrible movie and I blocked some of it out. Here says, one with an eye patch. I'm thinking about the odd awful god Van Damme Street Fighter movie. So I got in the game, had an eye patch. Ah, yes, we were talking about that. We talk about that every week here. I love that game. Joe, it's not a good movie, but I remember it with a lot of fond memories in the theater. Whatever, Cookie. Texas, here's a hint. It stars Eric Roberts. Brent says, when did she?
Let me see your hand.
When did she get? Shall
Drop the weapon.
we say more interesting clothing choice? That's their Halloween costumes. All the characters have Halloween costumes. So when I'm dressing up as Chad, it's one of his Halloween costumes. And the normal girl I play as, Deborah, has a Halloween costume too, but she goes as the bunny instead. Dresses up as a rabbit. Nerd says best of the best. I think you might be right there. Tex says Street Fighter movie didn't have a tournament. And said there was also a video game based on it. If we're talking about Street Fighter. Yes, best of the best. I thought so. I remember that movie. Jeez, nerd. And Tech, you guys are killing me. I remember that movie, but I haven't seen that in ages either. I should know that stuff. Brent says that's how I'm normally stumped. Joe says dead or alive. Bill Paxton. Oh yes, the Alien, Terminator, and the Predator. Bill Paxton, yeah, exactly. It's game over, man. It's game over. Just stay frosty. He didn't stay frosty.
No.
Yep, it's your turn, Joe. Oh, best of the best video game. Okay. My bad. I thought you were just making a joke about us talking about Street Fighter and just an FYI that there's a video game involved as well. That might be where I know it from as well. When we're on the next wait screen, I'm going to have to Google that one. We'll be Googling that.
Bye.
Nice. Well played.
Text says Best of the Best is a great underrated film in my opinion. I highly encourage everyone to watch it.
My sweet,
Well,
sweet.
as soon as we're back in the lobby, I'm gonna go over to IMDb and bring it up.
Now come home.
Bring it up on the screen so we can talk about it for a bit. Oh, somebody closed the friggin' room. Gotta get back in there. Do one more lobby. Oh no, we're looking for a lobby already. bring that over. Best of the best. 6 out of 4. 6.4 out of 10, I mean. Who do we got in the cast? James Earl Jones, Philip Ree. Eric Robertson, Philip Ree. So, let's look for best of the best video game. That did not work because it's just the best video games. And then I put best of the best movie video games and they came up with the best video game movies. Detective Pikachu is the #1 video game movies of all time, apparently. I don't know about that. It was a good movie, but... Alright. Best of the best movie. Oh, we're back in the same... And Dirk Diggler has joined us. Nice. Best of the best Game Boy. Gotcha. Alright. Here we go. Right there. Not going to show it, but... It's still like the best game. At least we found it. Can't play the video. Don't want to get a copyright strike, but we did find it. And he says some guitar movie. Hold on. Let's go back. Joe says I'll give it a shot for movie trivia. Name the only actor to be in a He-Man movie, a Rocky movie, and a Punisher movie. Dolph Lundgren. Yep. Got that. Brent for the win. Dolph. Mr. Matthew says Ernest Borgnine. I mean Dolph Lundgren. Texas movie trivia. Besides The Karate Kid, what is the movie Ralph Macchio famous for? The Outsiders? Or Crossroads? I used to watch, like, Ralph Macchio was my dude in the day. So, he was great as in Outsiders as the guy who gets burned in the house. And then also that they're trying to save the kids from the church. It's the church. And pretty sure he's in Crossroads as well. Where he meets the ghost of Robert Johnson or the devil, something like that. My Cousin Vinny, there you go. My Cousin Vinny, that's another one. Thank you, nerd. A little bit later. Some guitar movie, I don't remember the name. Yep, Crossroads, Zinty. Crossroads. Scott, what's going on? Multi-minded Scott is in the house. Just another nerd for the win, My Cousin Vinny. Yep. Gremlins. There you go. Outsiders. Reading the chat, but catching up, I was already on it. Yep, looks like we're going again, guys. Nobody wants to be Jason tonight, apparently. This one could be a death, though.
They're here, Jason. Find them.
Joe says, was there a Game Gear version? A best of the best? And, M says, I see the cover, or Tex says, I see the cover for best of the best Game Boy, and it's not like the film, it's a karate game. Best of the best was about Taekwondo. It was the 80s, or early 90s, Mega. It was all the same then. Alright. Back to the try not to get killed playing as Jason game. No longer Friday the 13th. It's try to survive as Jason. Yeah, exactly, Em. Scott came in at the right time. We're doing movie trivia. Bugsy is one. That's one guy that I will always knock the head off of. I don't mess around with
Don't
Bugsy.
Stop, Jason.
Him and Adam.
They deserve to die. Make
Their
them
breaking the
suffer
grip
like
strength
you.
is way too quick. What the heck is this guy doing?
Yo, I'm gonna be honest, I forgot how to drop stuff and it's kinda awkward.
Press down, bud.
You know what I mean, fam? Familium? You should, like, just leave me alone because you're a nice guy, you know?
Sure am.
Holy shit, I suck.
Oh God!
Bro. Oh shit. Bruh, there's nowhere else to go. I'm sorry. I'll get this all fucked. I'm sorry.
Lucky Punk. Clint Eastwood's movie production. Nice. Trying to wait them out to get them outside.
Aww. That's lame.
Please, no!
That's what I was doing, trying to wait them out, breaking windows, trying to get them to go outside.
Hunt them down. And
That
make
guy at
them
least
pay.
died, so no, I'm good if I die. Soys, welcome back again. We're doing movie trivia. Still. It's a movie trivia night. I like it. I like the theme. Ah, damn Adam. God damn it, how did I miss that?
Yeah, I'm good.
They want
Dirk
the
Diggler.
Jason.
Love it.
Let them.
What's up, Jason? J-Dog.
What's going on, bro?
Jason Maximus.
Jason, do you know what your gift is? No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die.
So many cheese kills, but geez. You're getting away in the car?
That's my boy. Hunt them down.
Yeah, that's just a
and
foam
make them
box.
pay.
They're breaking the thing on.
Oh, forget that.
No!
It's the night of cheese kills. Oh, and at least I got the door. Roadhouse, yes, Dirty Dancing. Ghost. The dance is over. I wish he would say that in Ghost. Would have made that movie way better. Not the worst movie, but...
Special boy.
Okay, where's this guy as Adam that had the car operating? I'm not sure why he's not escaped yet.
Yes.
What the heck are you doing, boy? What the? God damn it.
They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
Ah, just missed him.
Hey, what you doing fucking with my car? Don't be fucking with my whip.
Now the other guy's gonna get away because he didn't start the car.
Don't come to the second floor, Jason.
Yeah, 2 people survive. 1 person surviving for sure.
I'm not on the second floor, I promise. I told you I wasn't on the second floor. Not today, Satan. No, 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 not fair, not fair, not fair.
Sorry, Dirk. Gotta do it. At least they played a fair game. Kudos to groups like this that don't just try to kill Jason. Play the damn game, try to escape. That's the game.
Kill
Not just
for
killing
mother.
people. Joe says, before Sly Stallone hit it big in Rocky, he had a small part in the movie that would spawn a franchise with remake sequels, bonus points if you can remember the name.
Now come
What was the name of that softcore porn movie he was in? Weekend, something Kitty or... Oh god, I used to know the name of this. That's obviously not the answer, but that would be my joke answer. Damn it! I had a good troll answer and I can't remember. Kitty and Studs or something? Weekend at Kitty and Studs? Let's see what the answer is. Death Race. Machine Gun Joe. There we go. Nice, Inty. It says, LOL, love those films. And Mr. Matthew says, crap, I was avoiding answering it correctly. I got excited that time. This is hard. Joe says, got the character right. Inty, need more of the movie title. Tecum says, by the way, I want to let everyone know that today is my stepdad's, Brian Steve, his birthday. He turns 58. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Brian. I've talked to you before on the streams. I remember doing mega stream for Halloween 4 last year. We talked a bit. We talked before on another one. We did that Chuck Norris stream with, I can't remember the name of the movie. Damn it, I should know that because I've seen the movie a couple times. So happy birthday, man. For instance, Joe By Turbo. Inty says Death Rate 2000. You got it, says Just Joe. So it says Weekend at Bernie's. No, it's Party. It's Party at Kitty and Studs. Google it. That's Sly Stallone's like softcore debut. Don't ask me why I know that. Nurse says I went to get a coffee and someone had a birthday. How long was I gone? 12 months. Princess 12 months nerd says, wow, we moved. And Princess Coffee, good idea, BRB. That we moved generations. We moved months ahead. And he said that a sequel called Death Race 2050. It was filmed in my country. Had a lot of fun looking at the locations. Nice. I like that. When you see like film locations that you recognize because you know it was filmed in your area. It's always good. But yeah, we're having a good time with the movie trivia. I'm not answering any of the ones that I might know because I don't want to have to be put on the spot to come up with one, because I'd come up with one that probably isn't the best. And I've already talked a lot about Strange Brew tonight, so I wouldn't lay that one down because we talked about Bob and Doug all night. Like a Canadian themed movie. Invasion USA, It's Time to Die. Text says, movie trivia. What underrated John Cena movie was secretly good due to resembling Keanu Reeves' 1994 Speed film? John Cena movie. I don't know that one. Soy says, my area will never be part of the movie. Why is that, Soy? In a rural area with like a lot of trees, there's movies like that. Or in the city, movies like that too, man. Just Joe says 12 rounds. So does Scott. Firewalker. That's it. That's the one we watched. That was your birthday stream, I think, Mega. Firewalker.
Okay, then I want you to be silent.
Nerd says, trick question, there are no good Cena movies. Am I Jason again? Like, come on, guys. Come on, dude. Like, I don't want to be Jason again. Like, what the heck?
So
like, I made a good run last time.
So pretty.
Well, at least we can have fun with it.
Kill them all,
We've had
Jason.
2 pretty good runs as Jason in the practice run, which 8 for 8, perfectamundo. Look at the big brains on Brad. I'm still stuck on Pulp Fiction. That's how my brain works, guys. You should know this by now. Big brain on Brett. Big brain on Brett. Blah. Mushmouth. Starting to sound like Joe Biden. M says in my area has been in several movies. There's a ridiculously tall and scary bridge that has been used for scenes in a few movies and music videos. Nice. So it's a small city. Ah, that can happen. Small town movies. Joseph never saw Firewalker. I'll have to give it a watch someday. That's a good one. That's a good Chuck Norris movie. Hadn't seen it in a while. Mega said he was going to watch it, so I'm like, yeah, I'll join in. Why not? That's it. 200 stream. Sorry, Mega. I knew it was a celebration of something. It was your channel's birthday.
Jason's here, run.
Ah, missed. Because they doubled back. God damn it, I hate the car chase. Hate it with a passion. Ugh, Vanessa.
Get up, Jason.
Uh-oh, Jason. Next time, don't be a
them.
girl.
Kill them.
What kind of insult is that? Way off on that one. Oh my god. Fuck off with the car thing.
Don't leave that trap there. You
Yeah, well, don't do the stupid car glitch. Finally! Sorry guys, I'll catch up on the chat in a minute. I see Dune mentioned and I see Mega talking to me. Starman? Nice, I remember Starman. Movie and the TV series. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's okay. I've already had 2 good runs, so I don't care.
Gotcha.
God damn it. Let my sense run all the way down. 100th stream, yes. 100th video stream. Man, where did she go? So hard to tell sometimes and how dark this game is now.
You want some more?
Gotcha.
Jason, my boy, do you know what your gift is? No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die. Get up, Jason. Find them. Kill them. They want to take you from me, Jason. Don't let them. They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
What the heck? How do you get a socket? Tommy should not be allowed a second pocket knife, damn it.
No matter what they do to you, you cannot die.
Doing this right.
You can never die.
No!
They deserve to die.
God damn it.
Putting in gas.
Make them suffer.
Wow, you shut up, fucker.
Gas is in, boys.
Boy. On Flavor Flame.
Placing a trap by the front door.
At least they're trying to escape. I'll let them go. Start the car, guys.
They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
Hey, there's a set of keys in front of the car. Set of keys in front of the car.
Oh, God.
Get up, Jason.
Got him out of the morph the wrong way.
Kill them.
Help! Oh God! Fixed it. I'm out of
Here,
here.
hold on. Hold on.
God damn it.
Oh god. Hold on. I'm kind of new, so it's not my. Oh no! Help!
Die.
Yeah, get him! Could you suck more?
Yes, I got that.
The fucking
Annoying guy.
Honestly.
registering on the fucking car, dude.
Yes. Kill for mother.
I'm letting you guys go.
Ah. Yeah, we got his mask.
Don't let them.
Tommy gets it as
Asshole
well.
Like that, you fucking cocksucker. I saved you and you leave me?
The life of Tommy.
Fucking dirtbag. Oh,
The life of Tommy.
That's my boy. Hunt them down and make them pay.
Not today.
Oh, you think so, eh? Part 8. You don't know your Jasons.
We glitched. There we go. Thanks. I was trying to get out of the car.
Please, no!
Boom! These guys are fun to play with. This is a good group, and you guys are awesome. Carrying the chat on as I...
They deserve to die. Make them suffer like...
Oh, I saw a sound bubble there. But I don't think I killed the radio. Yeah, the stupid radio's going. What happened? She left? Suicide? Who escaped? Somebody left the game.
Come to mommy.
A lot of decapitated. Sorry, guys.
Come to mommy.
3 decapitated. Just wanted the W. So what are we talking about here? Stewart was in the Mel Gibson conspiracy theory movie in the late 90s. He was a pretty good manipulating villain. Alright guys, let's do some bots to wrap up, I guess. Oh no, we can do one more. It's only like 11 o'clock. Thought it was almost midnight. We can do more. Seems a lot later than it actually is. Normally time flies when you're having fun, but I'm having a good time and game's just going on. Nurse says I gotta watch more movies and less porn. Well, it's hard to do with Pornhub being free, man. But I'm telling you, it's lagged right now. It's like super lagged. Everybody's straining those servers. Friend says he used to sell coffee. Why would he leave the that job to be a star? Oh, never mind. Ignore me. And M says he was a bad guy. Are we talking about Patrick Stewart was in Conspiracy Theory? He tried to drown Mel Gibson at the end. Just as a few years ago he was in Green Room, in the Great Heel movie for Jean-Luc. M says one of my favorites. What are we? Wait, are we talking about video games now? Life Force had Patrick Stewart in a movie about space aliens trying to take over the world. I remember Life Force. The video game. in the movie. They were not the Borg, more like space vampires. Indeed, that's kind of what the game is about too. It could be like a based on the movie. I never put those together, Scott says, are you familiar with Hunt for Red October? Yep. I remember that movie. Joe's got to go. Have a good weekend. Thanks for stopping in, Joe. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to have you back, man. Have a good weekend, man. Take care. Be safe. I swear to God, we better not be Jason again. I'm so sick of playing. We've had too much good luck. We're going to get killed eventually. Brent says he loved the Hunt for Red October. Saw it twice. And M says it's a good, quite a good film. Nerd says movie trivia easy one. Which movie had the characters Super Freak and Lord Nikon? Hackers. Hack the Planet. Multi-Money Scott says Life Force 85 had a fairly massive budget for Canon at the time. Oh, Canon. Canon movies.
What up, young lad?
Nerd says NT got it for the win. Says I thought I was a wee lad in the theater too. No idea why my dad took me to it. Prince says he even had the board game. Nice. Text, it's still hard to believe there have been 44 Crystal Lake Fridays. I know, Mega. And I've missed weeks. Like, we've been chilling here for a while now. About a year now. It's got to be near a year. I got to go back and look for the date. I will put that in the Discord. The date that we started. M says, did you play the video game? Oh, yes. It was like a strategy game, wasn't it? Similar to like, I'm not going to say Risk. I do remember it, though. I remember playing it on the PC. I didn't play the NES one. Brent says, yes, he sucked at it. Big Bear and Panda. But yeah, Mega. Like, we're 44 episodes in. I missed a couple weeks. We got to be close to a year. It's awesome. Awesome that we're all here. We all have been chilling together for this long. Come a long way, baby, that's for sure. In terms of quality of production as well, I'm a lot better in terms of actually running the show, and still make mistakes, like I forget to turn my mic on, but M's always, or OG are always here at the top and kind enough to let me know my mic's still muted. Scott says, hope everyone had the best night, but I didn't due to my battery dying. Hopefully that's it. All it is for sure. Oh, your car battery? Sorry, man. Sorry to hear that. Are you able to get a boost, or is it just not? Is it gone? Mr. Matthews says no. It was like very, very slow. Shmump. It's going at a good rate. I'd say it's going at a good rate. That better not be our feet. You know what, guys? It's time to play some Chad. We're good for Jason tonight. I've had 4 runs. 3 actual runs and a practice. It's time for some Chads.
I can't believe he killed them.
Brent said it didn't have a docking level. I remember that. Emson's got a jump. Nice. Good to hear. Says at least the one on the NES and Game Boy was like that. Text says, but we still got to do more than just Friday the 13th to go like Ghostbusters Until Dawn and Alien Isolation. Oh, I hear you. I want those games too. And Predator Hunting Ground, man, don't forget that. I'm definitely gonna get Predator Hunting Ground, so we're gonna be playing that. That's gonna be the next game. That comes out on April 24th. I want to say Inti told me the demo's available, So if that is the case, I'm gonna get it. I might pop on Sunday to play it, or might bring it next Friday as well. After I see how long the demo is. If I knew that, I would have set it up for tonight, but I agree. We'll definitely mix some games up. We've had some weeks where we played other stuff. We played the NES Friday the 13th, and we had Commodore 64 a couple weeks ago. I'll bring it. I'll bring it. It's just with my setup, it was limited to that, but now I've got a bit of a not so good upscaler. Need to get a better one. Start doing some other consoles. Because it says it has to be the battery because it's almost 5 years old. Oh yeah, it's got that many on it. Could be for sure. Brent says, sure, I played on the C64. I couldn't afford those fancy consoles and handhelds as well. Well, I played on the C64 and my old Atari. I had an Atari and my dad had the C64. But I played on the C64 all the time, and I played the Atari. And then I think I got the Master System first. And then the NES. That was later on. I held on to that Atari and the C64 as long as I could. Tex says, oh yeah, definitely though. I want to pre-order to get the Gatling Gun and 87 Predator skins. I'm worried because I've never pre-ordered before. Yeah, I was going to as well, but it's like $70 just for the basic one on PlayStation Mega. That's crazy. $70 my price. So it's probably like close to 50 on yours. Tech says, yeah, the pre-order. Mr. Matthews says, was it like I was describing, or what like Pete was like what Pete described? Jeebus. Scott, what's going on? Have a good night, man. Thanks for coming in. Always glad to have you. Gonna head out, Pete. Have a good one. Sounds good, man. Have a good night. Sorry, I'm just about to sneeze. I gotta step away. They get a beard hair in my nose. Versus there was a big sub with sort of maze type levels on a rescue sub dock level. That's all I remember. Alright, let's keep rolling. Oh yeah. I think on Amazon you have to pay the full thing, but if you go to like a game store, you just have to pay the deposit. I'll check that out. I'll check out the physical media one as well, but I'm definitely going to play that. Oh, I'll take that shotgun. I've been in this cabin for about 5 minutes. Getting lost. Getting lost. Nerd is out too. He says bedtime. Great night, lads. Have fun. Sounds good, Nerd. Looking forward to your review of that last episode of Picard. Hopefully it's up Sunday. If not, I will wait patiently for it. But have a good one, man. Inti says the Predator game has a very similar menu and options as Friday 13th. The perks look like you earn them by spending points in a slot machine type system just like this one. Oh yeah, it's the same devs. So I'm not surprised. It's probably the exact same engine. They've just reskinned it. But hopefully less glitchy. Hopefully they've taken the time to properly balance the game. That's not glitchy AF. Text says, how much is this deposit for GameStop? Oh, I'm not sure about GameStop. I used to do EB, and it was like 5% of the game. Something like that. Or 10% maybe? Yeah, I think it was like $5. So if the game, haven't done it in a while, but when the game would be like 50 or 60 bucks, it'd be like $5 or $6. OG says GameStop is done. Oh, I do have a map. Texas, I understand the Predator can be killed by anyone given it'll have a health bar, but still it would be nice to include movie characters like Dutch or Harrigan. Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger is coming back. And my last bits and pieces I didn't do in this week, but the previous one I did an article that Arnie did some voice work for, so I'm not sure if he's going to be as Dutch or if he's going to be as another cameo character or a reoccurring character. I'm not sure, but I did learn that in an article I found on dreadcentral.com, so... Schwarzenegger is coming back, man. He's got to be Dutch, though. It wouldn't make him sense to have him back as anything else. Oh. 8-Bit Jason is in the house. M says one can hope. OG. Tex says, I understand GameStop is done, but until they're closed, I want to try and get stuff. M says, I really dislike this place. Well, they jack up the prices like you guys are saying, but EB does that as well for everything and for like pre-owned and for retro that they have in there. EB does all that stuff up here as well. Like still good deals on like crappy Xbox and PlayStation 2 games. But that's about it. In the pre-owned and PlayStation 3, of course. Xbox 360. Text says, oh, Peter, that's awesome. I can't believe I missed it. Oh, yeah, man. No, all good. It's well you were off for a bit there, man. But I had to get it in there because I knew you'd be in the... I forgot to mention it last week. I meant to mention it last week when you stopped in. Where you were here for last week's stream. That he is. He has done some voice work. It hasn't been confirmed what character he's playing. Or if he's doing Dutch, but you got to assume that it is. He didn't say it in the interview. There's like a little snippet in the article of him being interviewed. Brent says, I love Blockbuster. Try before you buy. Yeah, man. Blockbuster was the best. We had another one here called Jumbo Video, but always good deals on like mass movies, whether it be VHS or by the time DVDs came out, and then video games galore as well. And the hinged door section. Can't forget the hinged door section. Since the theme of tonight's stream seems to be movies and porn, so felt like a real outlaw going through those. Where the hell is everybody? So people have done nothing. Call the damn police so we can get out of here. No fuss, no muss. That's what I always say. Inti says, ironically, with the advent of hundreds of streaming services, we could use a Blockbuster right now. All of the movies in one location, not spread out all over the place. Well, yeah, exactly. You're right. Rather than having to go to 15 different streaming services, because everybody individually holds the rights to different things. Would make sense. Text says, I still gotta get a new Lego Indiana Jones for PS3 with the Crystal Skull levels. The current one won't unlock the last trophy due to the crack at the center of the disc that came out of nowhere. Oh, that sucks, man. Inti says the age of streaming got us back to using basic cable and bundles. Well, I did that for Picard. You're not wrong. I had done that for STD previously, for Discovery, and then I kept it for Picard as well. Finally! Whoops. Damn it. And Tech says, exactly. Streaming services will try to alter or re-edit what we know. So it'll be censoring what we love. Censorship is wrong. It sure is. If it's not something done by the creator of the movie, and we're not going to go down the Star Wars re-edits discussion right now, but I mean, if it's... Hello, Caitlin. I'm just saying the name of her, main name of the player. If it's not the creators doing the editing and changing, then no, man. Streaming services shouldn't be editing stuff. Just like back in the day, like certain video stores would do that. I'm pretty sure Blockbuster at one time was doing that, editing their movies. So yeah, we really have come full circle. It's really weird if you think about it. We're in another dimension, as OG would say. We've entered into another dimension, the Twilight Zone. Inti says, I haven't seen Lady of the Tramp in like 30 years. Now I hear they want to take the Siamese cat segment out. It's literally the only thing I remember clearly about the movie. Well, yeah, exactly. Because it offends snowflakes. I'm dead. I'm dead. God damn it, Chad.
Oh God, no!
God damn it. Oh God. He was right on me there. God damn it, I need a first aid spray. Uh-oh. G-Man got rage. Oh shit.
Help me! Please! Anyone!
Let him have the kill. So close. So close. Princess is why I like physical media. They can't change my copy, that's for sure. And then it shows no respect for the original vision or work someone was putting into something. Yep. The Aristocats. The Aristocats are awesome. Oh, Tommy is waiting. Hello, Caitlin's in the boat. Lulz. See you later. See you later.
Please, no!
Speedy boat. Speedy jet. So much for sweep the leg, exactly. I could be on that leg for a while, just like Johnny. M says, plus it's not like it was an incorrect stereotype. Siamese cats are notorious assholes. Yep. And Brent says all cats are. Pretty much. They can all be it sometimes. I think this is the last run, guys. I think I'm going to call it after this. We just passed the 3-hour mark. We had a good night run. I was Jason 4 times, 3 really, and we owned it. We had a good night. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up now and call it a night because it's been a long week. But thank you all as always for joining me. M and OG off the top, Mega Jetty, Brent came in and he's been with us pretty much from the start all the way to the end. Thanks so much, Brent. Indy was here off the top as well. Nerd joined us for a good portion. Missed the notification. We had some other people stop in as well. Scotty stopped by. Just Joe hadn't been in here in a while. No, Adam as well. Shahan. But yeah. Like I said, it's been a long week for all of us. It's been a long stretch of weeks, but I'm glad I could come on and share the night with you guys, doing movie trivia, having fun, shit like that. And Mega, glad to see you're back, man. I wanted to give you the special shout at the end. But as always, thank you all for watching, for chilling out. And Brent made the stream 3:38 in the morning. You did, man. You made it right to the end, and I really appreciate it. But that's it. I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. And you can see me turn the audio down before I put the music on. See you next time, guys. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon.